A list of topics, themes, and sound effects featured in this episode have been listed in the description. For more on today's episode, we go to Monsieur Christophe Morel, editor of the Parisian Sun.
The final journey of the solo southern luxury train, the Tsarista, has stirred the populace. It seems that after 15 years without incident, the train fell prey to theft. Many passengers lost items such as earrings, money, and a few unmentionable valuables. The Korrish police are currently investigating the incident, and they have no comment on who the culprit might be. To make matters more challenging, they can't locate any viable witnesses, leaving the thief uncaught.
Miss Dantes, over here.
Ah, Eli, it's been so long. You look, different?
It has been a while. I believe it was the Proficient Duchess's ball when we last spoke.
Where did you get that coat and those boots?
Bah! Valentine, have you learned nothing? It's the standard for couriers to wear military jackets. If I want the stories, I need to look the part.
Who told you that?
I picked it up from the Royal Guards, swell fellows that learned, and the toughest of men.
Right, well, you're blending in splendidly, Eli. You're almost native.
Aye, you think so?
No. Might we take our leave of this second platform? Maybe to talk somewhere more comfortable.
Certainly. Are you hungry?
Oh, famished.
I know a lovely dwarf bistro. Does that interest you?
If you are buying.
I'll put it on the paper stab. What is on your mind, Miss Dantes?
Nothing. Just taking in the sights of this posh establishment.
Posh? This place is lavish. Somewhere the lower classes could only dream of dining.
Really? Name one interesting person you've met here.
I've met Yasha Borsilov, second in command. Marie Lafayette, here during the winter carnival.
Borisov, as in Richard Mollusk, the leader of the Communist Party.
I did hear that fool change his name after his exile to Amsburg. But yes, the same.
Fool. I think you need to take a few assignments in St. Auspic before you settle on that assessment.
We'll agree to disagree. Regardless, no good can come from a man who does not trust his monarch.
Could we get to business, please? I would like to discuss the story I'm going to cover at the
Ah, yes, the dawn of Anastasia Belov. That must be why you're here.
Dawn? I thought Christophe...
Oh, how rude of me to assume you know the societies of the customs. Let me enlighten you. Adorning is a coming-of-age tradition for all dwarves, but for the nobles and the elite, it's a grand social event.
Eli, could you please tell me why this event...
Because it's a red carpet event. Everyone who is anyone will be there. I was supposed to go, but when Christophe told me you were coming in to do a humanities piece, well, I knew I had to be at this event.
Not exactly.
Oh, don't be so modest. I'm honored you have chosen me for such a task.
Eli, will you...
I hope you don't mind that I took the liberty of getting you a press pass for the event.
Great. Merci. It's like you're doing all the work for me.
Never hurts to be thorough. It's been a real who's who sort of event. You may see the country shield, Lord Hoven, or even the people's general himself, Zuykov Drostov. Are you all right, Miss Dantes?
Yes, maybe. But I was told General Drostov was notoriously reclusive.
And Lieutenant General Belov is a frequent visitor of his estate. Some may go as far to say they are friends.
I see. How certain are you that he will be in attendance?
Rumor has it that he will be seen buying a gift.
Oh, how fortunate.
Happy to oblige. Say, do you have a hotel reserved yet? I know a great hotel in the Sapphire District.
And I think I can manage that on my own. Though do tell me, Eli, what might I expect at this dunning?
Oh, that is a fantastic question and full of gossip as well. You see, since this is Count Vorbov's granddaughter, I expect this to be a lavish event. It should start around 6.
At 9 o'clock, we will serve the cake and then dismiss the guests to dance and mingle.
Right, but won't 7 layers be a bit rich?
Not for our Anastasia. You only turned 75 once, dear Pasha.
Yes, I suppose.
Plus, I want to make an impression on our guest. You, of all people, should understand.
Quite, but I also don't wish to overwhelm them.
Does that mean he is coming?
Yes, General Zuykov did accept my invitation. I assure you, it surprised me as well.
Seems the river designed for us to meet after all. How fortunate we are.
I wouldn't get your hopes up. You only came because you said you'd find his son.
Yes, yes. And I will keep that promise if he can keep his end of the bargain.
The general is private, but honest. I don't think he will make a promise he can't keep. But I requested all members of the press be removed from the guest list.
What? Why?
I know such a presence might encourage the general to leave early.
Fine. But I hope it doesn't upset our young lady.
With how much you have put into this, she is going to think the world of you.
Oh, I hope so. Our little Annie deserves the world.
Agreed. I do have one question, though.
Ask away.
Can we deliver the world with only one harp? I don't think the band needs 2.
No.
Are you all right, miss?
Oh, yes. Yeah, I am. Thank you. I just bought these today. They're a bit clunky.
Sorry to hear that. Do you have business here?
Valentine Dantes with the Parisian Sun. I am here to interview the Belov family for our international column. Maybe give our readers a first-hand look at the finery of Kochish parties.
Patrician son. You are with the press.
I am here at the request of Eli and Noel. Maybe Christophe Morel?
Well, this press is legitimate. I must apologize. Sir Belov requested the event be closed to the press.
Why?
I cannot say why the decision was made.
Could I just attend as an observer? I won't interview or pry on any of the guests.
Won't that make for a boring story?
I like a good challenge.
Off the record, Vorobev was very upset by the request, and as he is my employer, I have to agree with him.
Do you agree enough to make an exception?
I might, but if you are seen chatting with any of the guests on my next rotation, you're out. Is that clear?
Crystal.
Good. You may proceed, Miss Dantes.
I'll be sure to commend the security staff and its wards in my article.
Don't remember setting any defense wards.
So, the rumors are true.
High Priestess Petrova, I did not expect you to still be here.
Really, Zuykov. We have known each other for so long, and you insist on being so formal. And to find you here, in all my years knowing you, I've never taken you to be a party person. Next you'll be telling me you took up dancing. But I suppose that is why you wore the gauntlets tonight?
Among other reasons.
No need to be defensive, Zoe. You're among friends. Relax a little.
Why else do you find me on the balcony? My house? Besides, I owe to Belov to be here.
He's been a good comrade to you, just as you have been good to our people.
He is just as committed to our sovereign as I.
A rare find. Not everyone shares your love of the people, Zuykov, which is a shame, considering everything you've given for this nation.
Lel isn't dead, Beta.
Of course not, General.
No need to be tactful.
Tactful. Why, I was only sharing my respects to you, General.
Then respect me well enough not to imply I am a sentimental old fool, even when all behavior appears contrary.
I would never call the people's general a fool, even if it were true.
The people's general.
That's what they call you. Some go as far as to say you should be named the Tsar's replacement when he greets the river.
Shh. Fools. All of them.
Who better than a fool to lead them?
No. That kind of talk is not wise. I will not participate, and you best be careful discussing it.
Careful? Zoe, if I feel comfortable whispering about it with the confidence of the church behind me, then so do others.
All the more reason to stop. Such rumors are dangerous.
There you are, General.
River bless your good heart, General, and protect you from the serpent whose wake you follow.
And you, Elizabeth. Give my best to Tatiana when you see her next. Pasha, bless you and your daughter. How are you doing on this fine evening?
You are more perceptive than I remember, Zuykov. Maybe I was wrong to underestimate you.
General, no need to be so reserved.
Bah, don't misunderstand, comrade. I am honored that I was invited. And why worry about me? This is your daughter's dawning, not mine.
Anastasia is fine. She is dancing the night away with her friends. You should have seen her face light up when the band played her favorite waltz.
Anastasia looks very happy dancing with the gentleman.
What?
Nearly got you there, old friend.
Almost. Her mother, her grandfather, and I put everything into this. She better enjoy it. Decorations and musicians aren't cheap.
It is the role of the young to enjoy the fruits of our labor. One day they will return the favor. Hopefully.
That gown she's twirling around is a genuine tolk. That silk shawl is from Kintokinu, and those pearls are from Prepri.
However did you afford such luxury?
I must admit, Vorobev funded most of this affair. He hired a whole band. He paid for the dancers, the food, and the flowers.
And you let him?
And I let him. For a party. A single party. What were we thinking?
You were thinking she would enjoy herself guilt-free. And one day, if she has children, she will look back and see what you did for her and do the same for her children.
No doubt your father impressed such memories upon you on your dawning.
We can blame my mother for that, but I hope I impress such memories upon my son.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to stir your grief. What sort of friend am I complaining like this?
Well, he was a good child. We indulged him, even if it was without him knowing.
The role of the young, eh?
Indeed. You were supposed to introduce me to your father-in-law tonight.
Of course, General. It would be my honor. Please, follow me.
And would you believe it? An entire country banning vodka? But still, there is an entire network of bars that exist. They call them Easy Speaks.
Why call them that?
Because vodka loosens the tongue. Pasha and the People's General, just as I requested. Make way! Make way!
Father, is this the place you want to conduct this conversation?
What I ask is nothing so nefarious, though no less important. Tell me, General, as my son-in-law regaled you in the tales of the party I paid for?
He has.
Wonderful. I don't have to bore you with my version of events. But I will say she does seem happy. A young lady ready to take her first steps into the long life ahead of her. Come here, don't be shy. On second thought, let us excuse ourselves. Wouldn't want to be rude in front of all these lovely people.
Agreed. You never know whose ears are listening.
I'll keep most of them occupied.
Thank you, Pasha. I expect him to stay be lively when we return. Now, dear General, I have some business that needs attention in the East.
Vorbev, before we continue, be aware that I may advise you to recuse yourself from these conflicts and act with proper decorum.
Decorum. That's big coming from you. I haven't even explained what I want, and you're already primed to stall on me.
Does this proposed concession include your lost property?
Yes, but I have other important interests on the Eastern Front that need to be recovered.
Interests? Do you mean personal ones?
Some are for the country, and I have quite a few involving business.
What sort of business?
There are promises I made to a few connections I have fostered, and this war is keeping me from delivering on those promises. You of all people should understand how uncomfortable this makes me feel.
I can sympathize, but I don't wish to promise services I can't deliver.
Zuykov, do you think so little of me?
I want to be sure you understand the risks, as anything I ask for might conflict with what the Tsar is trying to obtain.
I see. So the rumors are true. Old Fadley is the one reluctant to concede.
All I will say is that I am unwilling to help if it is in my power to do so.
Bless the river. What do you need from me?
Depends on the assets.
Merely one or two opportunities I uncovered during the proper execution of my duties.
I see. And the Tsar is aware of your activities, nothing untoward?
I bet you old Padre is aware of what I ate last night, and if he doesn't know yet, his dog Oven would have a briefing prepared.
Passion mentioned you'd be able to assist me.
I have a fleet of boats ready to skim the ocean for the Bobeda, and it's dead.
It's him, thank goodness.
Are you doing alright, Zuykov?
I'm sorry, Count Vorbev, but you seem to have dashed the father's hopes.
Yes, it seems I have.
These gauntlets were supposed to be his, you know.
They look like a fine heirloom.
Debatable.
If it means anything to you, I think you did all you could, and that's all we can do as fathers.
Gentlemen,
Milady, what can we do for you?
I would say I'm here to interview you about the party, but maybe another time. It is you I wish to speak with, General. My name is Valentine Dantes. I write for the Parisian Sun.
Apologies, miss, but I'm not available for an interview.
A journalist? How did you get in?
That doesn't matter. At present, what does matter is this. I have a letter for you, General.
A letter?
It is my recommendation you read this letter in private.
Sir, she delivered her letter. Can we continue our conversation?
Not yet.
I can stay to answer any questions for you, sir.
I think you've stayed long enough.
I'll leave when it is time.
Which is now, as you are presently interrupting this conversation and my party.
You look a little grey to be a 75-year-old maiden.
Listen here, Mr. Yes.
It's alright, Vorbev. I would prefer we talk our business at my estate anyway.
But, General, I insist we finish tonight.
The treaty isn't signed yet, Count. There will be time later. Go check on Anastasia. Be sure she is still enjoying herself.
Fine. We shall continue this chat over my dining room table.
I will await your invitation.
Are you going to open it?
It appears to already have been opened, Miss Dantes.
Forgive my curiosity.
Do you really work for the Prepetian Sun?
Oui, I received this letter while on assignment in Gledar.
Was it the soldier who gave it to you?
A bus boy, actually.
A busboy? In Klydar? I have it on good authority to inform you. Let us hope the cats in the attic stay there.
An interesting choice of words, don't you think?
I knew it.
My source will be pleased to see you.
Thank you, Valentine Dantes. The Drozdos family is in your debt.
Oh, don't mention it. It was an honor. Though, if you would like to show your gratitude, may I ask a small favor?
Name your request. On my honor, I will feel it.
Might you give me the opportunity to interview you? A small price, all things considered.
I will gladly give you my personal interview at my estate. You have earned that much. My number is in the car. Call me at your earliest convenience.
Thank you, sir. Glad I could be of assistance. Should we return to the party or attend to other matters?
Yet, I must go alone. Could you hold my pipe for a second, please? I need to find my lighter.
Certainly. What?
Miss Dantes, thank you. And please, keep everything off the record.
I can oblige. If I may ask, though, General, where are you off to? Sir, please wait! He's determined to make that rendezvous. But how does it end, and... who says I can't find out?
Sir, is everything all right?
Pasha, thank you for his invitation, but I must go.
Go. But we haven't opened Anastasia's gifts yet.
I have a terrible feeling she isn't going to care much for mine. But Pasha, you take care on this night. Cherish these memories with her, for they will stay with you both forever.
General?
Sir,
What is it now?
Lord Joven is here.
What? Here? I didn't invite him. Oh,
Would you like me to walk out with you to meet him, Pasha?
I would be grateful for the support. The Tsar must have sent him.
I am glad we both share the same theory.
So, this is the great shield of the country? He is shiftier than expected. Did those security wards move? I shouldn't have pointed them out.
Lord Joven, to what do we owe this splendid surprise?
I am not here for my own interests, Belov.
I hadn't been aware of the Tsar's interest in attending my daughter's party.
A token of our Lord's deepest congratulations to your family on this special day.
How thoughtful.
The Tsar told me Tatiana picked it out specifically for the young lady.
The Tsar's wife picked it out herself?
And where are you off to, General? You come to meet me at the door and you don't even greet me.
It's clear this exchange is over, and I don't have much to add. Give your family my best, Pasha.
You're skipping the official presentation of Miss Anastasia Belov as an adult. How impolite. I expected better from the People's General.
I have a personal matter to attend.
It's fine. He gave his gift and attended the baptism earlier.
Acceptable, I suppose. I have a personal matter to discuss with you as well, Belov. Let's take a turn in the garden.
I'll be fine with a turn in the garden. Fresh air will do us all good.
Da, uvidium si savstra.
Interesting. Étrange. I'm not the only thing on the move tonight. The magic is still following me. I don't understand. What is he doing?
Are you going to sulk behind that barrel, or do you wish to join me on the bridge?
Sinister. You seem to have sharper ears than me, General.
Well, I'm pleased it is you, and not one of the lesbiers.
Lesvaille? The secret police? N'est pas.
Be careful to call them that. They are Tsar Ulanow's personal information gatherers and assassins. I expected a few to be here. They are always tailing Beta.
Beta? Where do I know that name? Elizabeta Petrova? The High Priestess! Why would they follow her?
It's complicated, and I don't have the time to share.
Maybe a post-interview story?
Perhaps. Point is, I have witnessed Beta go as far as invite them to tea and a religious lecture or two.
To tempt poisoning. She is braver than I expected.
As far as I know, she hasn't been poisoned yet.
Must be good tea.
Especially because many leave the order to devote their life to the church soon after these meetings. She's gotten 18 lesbians so far.
That is truly tall tale.
Tall, but true. But I am not she, so your editor does not need to have worry about you exchanging the pen for the cloth.
More than my editor would be worried if I changed my career that abruptly.
Why did you follow me?
It's a story in the making, General. It goes against my instincts to ignore it.
For your safety, I would.
I understand. It's back again.
Shh. Did you hear that? Those footsteps.
I believe we have been followed.
Unsurprising. To the other side of the bridge. Hurry.
An invisible spell, of course.
How close are they?
A few meters. Hard to tell.
Get behind me.
Chérie, qu'est-ce que c'est? Oh my goodness!
Blitz!
Watch out by the bushes!
Da, in the building.
Get off me! My hand!
You're done for the night. Another thing about Lesbia. They often travel in packs.
I'll keep that in mind.
It's cold.
How does the gauntlet freeze them?
It's an old spell, almost as old as this heirloom.
Bless your ancestors for their craftsmanship.
I wish I could say it was theirs, but alas, that is another tale.
Careful, General. At this rate, I might become your friend.
My family has befriended the elves before. I would not be surprised.
Please, General. I'm sorry. Please, free me.
Will you stop following us?
Please, General. I'm sorry. I was only following orders.
There's something in his ears. It looks like a stone.
Let me see.
They all seem to have a bell.
Seems I have been kept out of the loop on some important advancements. I have heard of such devices, but they are rare and expensive to produce.
What do they do?
They are listening devices. But with how numerous they are within this unit, I would not be surprised if there was more of them. Tell me, Miss Dantes, does this still produce magic?
No, sir.
Good. Jovan should stay clear of my affairs for the present. And this is evidence for later.
You and Joven have a interesting relationship.
Lesbia have been dispatched to prepare before. The fact they have spotted us together puts you at risk. For your safety, I would forget this night even happened.
I understand, sir.
Do not hang your head so low, Miss Dantes. Tonight you have done a great favor for the Drozdov family.
Will more come after you?
Do you sense any more magic?
No, but I think you overestimate me, General.
Maybe so. But he is an old man's concern and retire to your hotel in peace.
But
if you are so eager to assist, would you kindly destroy the rest of these devices?
certainly.
Excellent. Do not hesitate to reach out if you should find yourself in need.
I will be in touch.
Spoikinoi noichi. Until next we meet.
Goddess protect me.
Are you going to unfreeze us? Please.
Oh, I'm sorry. I have other places to be. if these are what the General says they are, I'm sure your master is already aware of your predicament. In the meantime, stay warm.
Hey, come back!
Alex Blair as Lel Drozdov. The news was read by David Nachman. Adeze Dozier as Valentine Dantes. Alex Brandel as General Zuykov Drozdov. Luke Carter as Chief of Security Jovan Medved. Greg Christensen as Lieutenant General Pasha Belov. Persephone Rose as Priestess Elizabeta Petrova. Anthony Babot as Eli Onwe. George Barber and Ren Montgomery as Lesvi. Additional voices provided by Luke Carter, Luke Fielding, Katie Grant Blair, Anthony Babot, and K.R. Hindman.
Lel. Pa.
Thank you for tuning in to the Fate of Korr. If our story inspired you, we would appreciate it if you liked and subscribed. And leave a review if you have the time. Want to support us directly? Check out our Patreon and Ko-fi in the show notes. To keep up to date on our posts and get a sneak peek behind the scenes, follow us on our social media pages, which can also be found in the show notes. May the river bless you on your journey. Before you go, here's a sneak peek from our fellow creators, Invictus by the Invictus Collective.
Asa, are you sure this is a good idea?
Who's your adventurous spirit, Bash?
The only spirit here is going to be yours when this pit collapses.
Surviving for over 4,000 years, the Epic of Gilgamesh stands as the oldest surviving literary work.
Your client believes this is the place Gilgamesh died with his treasure.
My men may find something. The Mark of Gilgamesh was there, after all.
But what if the tale of Gilgamesh was more than just simple fantasy?
Have I told you the legend of the cave in the middle of the desert? One so treacherous to reach, only few have made it back.
What if it was a story, carefully constructed to hide an ancient secret that humanity was not meant to uncover?
What the dickens are you doing?
You have no idea of the true significance of Gilgamesh, Miss Morris.
Join Arthur, Mohammed, Lola, and Bashir on a dangerous journey as they seek to unearth the truth behind this Mesopotamian mystery.
The Gilgamesh legends are just a myth.
What matters is that someone thinks there's something to it that's worth killing for.
Immerse yourself in the world of the Invicta Collective, where archaeology, romance, and action collide in a gripping audio drama experience. The adventure begins on November 12th, wherever you get your podcasts. Visit invictumdigital.com for more.
Felix, Space Pirate by Jonah Simmons.
Welcome to the adventures of Felix Space Pirate. This is the starship Royal Witch.
Hiya, boys.
Who's that?
Elixir Rashlathon.
What's keeping me and my men from taking a piece off of you?
There's this.
You've stolen from your king, Elixir.
He was never my king. You can't steal a person.
My name is Amira, and that's all I've got.
The kid's a technological genius.
Where did you learn how to do that?
I don't know. I just do.
With her skills, there's no limit to the kinds of heists we can pull.
Felix, you never change.
Available now on streaming platforms.
Right. Defeating your godly dragon. On our own. Well, I'm Emma, and this is...
Jam.
Jam.
That's my name. I chose it, like Royla did.
Huh. I don't know you. Having your not name on my right hand isn't gonna make me magically fall in love with you.
But if we fight Teagat, we will end up as just another magical notch on his belt. We don't stand a chance.
Yes, we do.
Go on, princess. Do what needs to be done.
We're kind of past the point of no return here.
Do you really want to spend the rest of your life hiding? This could change everything.
Listen to the Soulmate Quest wherever you get your podcasts.
How does a quick deep dive into a folklore topic sound to you? From an exploration of places or traditions, to a thorough investigation of themes such as British fairy creatures or ocean monsters, to eclectic topics such as cheese and modern-day creepypasta. Luke Lore is a twice-a-month show hosted by myself, Luke Greensmith, and filled with wonder, very British sardonic wit, and no small amount of creeping dread as stories from around the world are brought to life. You can find Luke Lore anywhere you enjoy podcasts, while the scripts of the show are available for reference at www.lukelore.com.